This is a special announcement. How to Build Thomas, Annie and Clairol is now on Patreon. Please check out the Patreon page on using the link down below to find out all the amazing deals it got on it. And don't forget to enjoy the show. What's up, Master Builders, and welcome back to Ginty Pixelware. And today I got an amazing mock showcase for you guys. And yes, today I will be showing you a narrow gauge engine, and of course it's going to be Skarloey first. And yep, this is for my Crovan skate project, funny enough. And let's dive straight into checking him out. And first thing first, I will be just saying that he is, well, his wheels is one of those tramway wheels. Is like coal mine wheels. I'm going to call them coal mine wheels because you do normally see them on the mine carts and all that. And yeah, I got to take away the actual track on the very end. And what I have done for Skarloey is that he is actually running on these narrow gauge tracks. And these narrow gauge tracks are actually made by Trick Bricks. Lucky enough, I got an order of 10 of these straight tracks and 2 points. But unfortunately though, due to Brexit, it's going to be really hard to try and get some of these points, or well, some of these tracks, so I should have some fun with that. But yes, of course, these wheels actually do run on these tracks, so I can just get him up and down. So that is actually one of the most amazing thing in the world. And I'm glad I waited a long time, because this is like 5 years in the making, so glad to see Trick Bricks are finally bringing out loads and loads of narrow gauge tracks. I thought it was going to be a dream. I predicted that they was going to do it, but I'm surprised that they actually have. But yes, I am proud of that they actually have made it now. And let's have a proper good look on the actual model. As you can see straight off the bat, this is most likely replica of Wiley's Skarloey railway engine, but only with quite a few modifications. Like for his piston rods, Wiley actually have a cap on the front of it, but for me though, I actually got it so close I can't even get a cap on it, so it have to be like an open one. But I think it looks quite wide over there. And of course, my model is a 6 studs wide. I'm not sure about you guys, but 1 or 2 of my models are great for being 6 studs wide. You might find that out later on in the years or so, months. But of course though, just to let you know that at the front, you got the bracket piece in the middle. I think I can actually, yeah, you can just see just here, you can just see there's a bracket piece just there. And on the middle part, I got this 1x2 with a hinge coming out, and that acts as a front part of Skarloey. And that just only barely touched the ground, so it won't interfere with any points at all. But it looks amazing just there. And also the buffers are just a stud with a tile on top. And these little things, I should really have a research of what they are. But of course, this is definitely Wiley's model. Of course, it's meant to be 4 studs wide, this whip, instead of 6 studs wide. But unfortunately though, if you put these a bit too close to Skarloey, he would actually be like pressing up to his cheek or something like that. So you have to space it out like that. But maybe in the future I might find a way to actually push it in. But until then though, it's going to have to be 6 studs wide. His Firebox, this is like literally the holy grail of how to build all the other engines. His no, it's not his Firebox, just his... Yeah, I'm gonna call it Firebox. It's basically a 2x3 with 2 cheese slopes with a 1x2 plate and then a 1x2 tile, and it's connected to this 1x4. I think there's meant to be a special brick here with a hole in it just so it can substitute that, because sometimes whenever I press that it just flings up, and that's just be attached by quite a few plates, as you can see from the nice shiny glare of it. And then the funnel is just a jumper plate with the standard funnel on it. And of course with that extra stud on the front, you can actually put the face on there as well. So it's just got that, it basically looks like the size of a 3x3. Well, yet again though, the actual face itself is actually a 3x3, so this is just an extra big. And as you can see, Skarloey is actually making a wheelie without the face. Woohoo! Come on Skarloey, no messing around. That's actually a good mention about this big giant part at the bottom, because normally you would have to do a 2x something to fit in the wheels, but this is a 4x4. And as you can see, this is just to stop Skarloey to making a wheelie. But with his face being a balancing kind of act, it doesn't even need to be there, but it's just a safety, well, it's basically, well, it makes no difference because of the back, but hello. I thought to include that anyway, because you don't want to see your model like halfway through your exhibition to be like wheeling, it's like, woo! And before anybody asks, no, this is not going to be motorized. That's for sure. And let's remove the actual boiler. And oh, you know what? This is a good time to mention about the actual building of most of these narrow gauge engines. It is sort of hard, not for Skarloey, but I think Reneus. It's just like, because of course you are building from a 2 width wide, and then you have to have like clear black in the middle. So that was always trying to be fun to trying to do that. And of course you can just see some cheese wedges for the actual wheel arches. And this is a perfect time to actually show you the actual bunker section before looking at the boiler. But bunker section is basically just loads of these, well, basically bricks and tiles, well, bricks and places. And then you've got one of those door panels, a black brick in the middle, and on this side I just basically just done what Wiley done and just put a brick there with a tile on top. And of course you've got a dome here with a whistle part on the end. That's basically just a stamp. Well, the first time they ever used it was a stamp, so I'm going to call it a stamp. And the windows are just the most obvious 1x2 with a hole in it. I think Wiley's got it on his side, but for me, I just like the particular just use it on top. And let's actually just take a look at the cab. Yeah, it's just like Skarloey's top is always flat, so you just basically have to just put a 2x4 on top. And then looking at the back, and then we can stick on the front, well, the boiler. Here, I think I just did it a little bit different from what Wiley did, but what I got here is that I got a headlamp brick with a cheese slope, even though it doesn't marry up so much, but in the distance, I don't think nobody would notice. You can just see right here, you've got so many jumper plates going along over here. And of course you've got the actual 1x2 on top. And the actual boiler itself, see, he's doing a wheelie again. The boiler itself is, I think it is literally the same as Wiley. As you can just see, you've got this round plate that's stuck onto other plate over here. And that's been copied on the other side. But if I remember correctly, yeah, I did remember correctly, there's actually a special brick in there to point upwards just to house the actual cheese slope here. See, there's that 2x2 with an extra, with a stud on the side to actually house that one. Because otherwise, because all these lots are coupled up by, well, being stuck together by a 2 by whatever inside. But this one though, these are triangles that are literally on the edge, so they actually came up with the idea of doing that inside. Yeah, that was definitely Wiley's idea, that's for sure. So let me just plonk that on. I don't know if I got it the right way around or not. I'm going to check later on. And I think that is it, apart from showing you the buffers on the back. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's as much as I can talk about Skarloey. And of course, I hope you master builders enjoyed the showcase today, and stay tuned for more content. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below. And also don't forget to stay on track. Before you go, I just want to say to thank you for all these master builders who are supporting us on Patreon. I can't believe it. We're going to be so close to the goal soon. Yeah. But until the next video, I want to say I love you all, and don't forget to stay on track.